You work hard. You've had the raises, you've done the overtime, and you've even cut back on the lattes. But at the end of every month, like clockwork, your bank account hits zero. It's as if there's a secret leak you can't find, draining your security while you sleep. You tell yourself it's the economy, or your rent, or that one unexpected car repair. But deep down, you suspect something else is happening. You suspect that you are the one holding the drill. Today, on The Inverse Mind, we are going to stop looking at your spreadsheets and start looking at your subconscious. We're going to deconstruct why your brain might actually view having money as a threat, how your childhood financial scripts are sabotaging your future, and how to finally break the cycle of being comfortably broke. Stay until the end, because I'm going to show you how to reset your internal financial thermostat so you can finally stop pushing abundance away. Before we dive deeper into this, let me know in the comments what country you are watching from, because I love to see how people around the world are enjoying our channel. It's incredible to see how these psychological patterns transcend borders and cultures. To understand the person who is always broke, we have to move past the math of money. If wealth were just about math, everyone with a calculator would be a millionaire. The truth is that money is a Rorschach test. It is a blank canvas onto which we project our deepest fears, our traumas, and our sense of worth. When we look at our data, we see that people are deeply drawn to understanding their social and emotional pain. Topics like having no true friends resonate because they hit an identity-level wound. Being always broke is no different. It's not a lack of currency, it's a presence of a psychological script that demands you stay in a state of struggle. The first reason people stay broke is something called the financial set point. Think of your mind like a thermostat. If you grew up in a house where money was always tight, where parents argued about bills, or where wealthy people were described as greedy or dishonest, you set your internal temperature to struggle. When you suddenly get a bonus or a tax refund, your room gets too warm. You feel a strange underlying anxiety that you can't quite name. To cool the room back down to your comfort zone of struggle, you subconsciously find a reason to spend that money. You buy something you don't need, you lend it to a friend who won't pay you back, or you suddenly lose it to a repair you could have prevented. You are returning to your set point, because the set point, however painful, feels safe. It feels like home. This is deeply tied to our evolutionary biology. Your brain's primary job is to keep you alive, not to make you rich. In the Stone Age, being different from the tribe was a death sentence. If everyone in your tribe, your family, your friends, your peer group, is struggling, then becoming wealthy feels like a betrayal. It feels like you are stepping out of the circle. You fear that if you actually have money, your true friends will resent you, or you'll have nothing in common with the people you love. This is the social cost of success. To avoid the pain of isolation, you stay broke to stay connected. You stay one of the guys or one of the girls by sharing the common language of not having enough. Next, we have to look at doom spending and the dopamine trap. When your life feels out of control, perhaps because you're in a job you hate or a relationship that's draining you, your brain looks for a quick hit of agency. Spending money provides an instant, albeit fleeting, sense of power. In the 5 seconds it takes to swipe your card, you are a person of means. You are a person who can acquire things. This is a sedative. We use small, frequent purchases to numb the pain of a life that feels unfulfilled. It's the same mechanism we see in people who need to be right or overshare online. It's a search for external validation to fill an internal void. You aren't buying a product. You are buying a temporary reprieve from your own identity. Then there is the scarcity wound. This is the inverse of hoarding. While some people hoard objects to feel safe, Others hoard the feeling of scarcity. If you were neglected as a child, or if your needs were only met when things were dire, you may have learned that crisis is the only time you get attention or help. As an adult, you keep yourself on the edge of financial ruin because the adrenaline of the crisis makes you feel alive. You've become addicted to the rescue. You stay broke because the prospect of being stable feels boring, or worse, it feels like you'll be ignored. Without the crisis of the empty bank account, you don't know who you are. We also see the identity of the underdog. Many of us have built our entire personality around being the hardworking person who can't get a break. We wear our struggle like a badge of honor. It makes us feel morally superior to those who have it easy. But here is the danger. If you actually become financially stable, that identity dies. You can no longer blame the system or bad luck for your problems. You have to face the terrifying reality of your own potential. For many, it is much easier to stay broke and righteous than to be wealthy and responsible. So, how do we break the thermostat? How do we move toward financial sovereignty? The first practical step is identity auditing. You have to ask yourself, who would I be if I wasn't struggling? Write down the version of you that has a 6-month emergency fund. Does that person still hang out with the same people? Do they talk about the same things? If the thought of that person makes you feel lonely or like a sellout, then your problem isn't your income. It's your loyalty to a version of yourself that no longer serves you. You have to give yourself permission to outgrow your origins. The second step is friction engineering. Our modern world is designed to make spending invisible. Tap to pay, saved credit card info, and buy now, pay later are all designed to bypass your prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain. To fix this, you must reintroduce friction. Move back to cash for your daily expenses. Delete your saved cards from your browser. Every time you have to physically count out bills or type in a 16-digit number, you are forcing your brain to wake up. You are moving from reaction to sovereignty. Third, you must address the trauma of the bill. For many who are always broke, opening a bank app or looking at a bill triggers a physical fight-or-flight response. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and you close the app as fast as possible. This is financial avoidance. To heal this, you have to regulate your nervous system. Sit with your bank statement for just 5 minutes a day. Don't try to fix it, just look at it. Breathe. Tell your body, I am safe, and this is just data. When you stop fearing the numbers, they lose their power to control your behavior. Finally, we have to talk about the worthiness gap. Many people stay broke because they don't believe, on a cellular level, that they deserve to take up space. They feel that having extra is a sin, while others have nothing. But poverty doesn't cure poverty. Being broke doesn't help the hungry. By staying in a state of struggle, you are actually limiting your ability to contribute to the world. Financial stability isn't about greed, it's about capacity. When you have enough, you have the bandwidth to be a better friend, a better parent, and a more effective human being. The person who is always broke is often a person who is trying to buy a feeling of enoughness that can't be found in a store. You are trying to fill a hole in your soul with a swipe of a card. But the hole is infinite, and the card has a limit. The cycle is stopping. The thermostat is being reset. The need to struggle is being replaced by the right to be stable. Take a breath. Look at your hands. They are capable of building something that lasts. You are not a victim of your bank account. You are the architect of your security. If you've realized that your struggle has become your shadow, or if you're ready to trade the dopamine of the deal for the peace of the surplus, subscribe to The Inverse Mind. We are deconstructing the hidden scripts that keep us small and reclaiming our sovereignty $1 at a time. Tell me in the comments, what was the money script you heard most often growing up? Was it, we can't afford that? Or, money doesn't grow on trees? Let's look at those old ghosts together. You are not your net worth. You are the consciousness that chooses how to value your life. I'll see you in the next one.